say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Let's extend it into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for this series sweep here in Chicago.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw again.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
One play action. Fields.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had... ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Yeah, that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown from Minnesota. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Chicago works their way back. For their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winner Bears have 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Completion here to Claypool.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Here's a first carry for Khalil Herbert.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Fields.
He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day, so it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
That big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Fields.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They snap it to Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Fourth and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. On second down, Cook. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid ball of weapon there as he tucked it in. He's still short of the marker, and it's 4. Up and good for Santoso. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's see. His defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that possibly they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. He completes it to Wilson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back to throw again. He's into the secondary. This is caught. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point try now for Santoso. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 6. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught by Thielen. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First and 10, it's Herbert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now Fields. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now a give here to Pollard.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. You up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. Or shifts past him, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at Soldier Field.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
Come on.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Onto the field now come the Bears.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
On first down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fields.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That's good. 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on.
They run the counter with Cook, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cook up the gut. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 34 yards. And the Vikings could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. They took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. T.Y. Hilton with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Santos able to tag on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, now how about this return? And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2nd and 5. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Let's go now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happier then.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
Got so many memories that I made on